Let's take the back from using a forward roll, and a position starts like this, where I'm lat to lat. I'm going to do a forward roll. The forward roll will be right here on this shoulder. So I'll just do the forward roll first so you can see the simplicity of it. You can put the shoulder down, and I do a forward roll. I'm just going to make my connections with that, where I go this one, two is the grip by the knee, and the third one is next to the lapel. 4 fingers in. And if you have your arms straight, you'll be able to have a more comfortable grip when you're holding onto the lapel. This one's going to roll under, or while you're rolling under, we're going to lift this like so. Very important part right here is that you're going to pinch your knees together. So it's like pulling the leg that direction. And then I'm going to pull on this as well, helping. Now the 4 fingers over here is going to help me go upwards while I use my feet to come up. Once I'm there, I have my hook, let go. I can hold on to the hip if I need to. Have the second hook, feet into place, seatbelt hold. It's a lot easier when you go through momentum, so I'll just go through one smooth transition here. But we have dynamics, because obviously an experienced jiu-jitsu is going to try to move and not allow you to take their back. So one of the first dynamics is that they turtle. They're going to go here, so now I can't pull back. So what I'll do here is, number one, I'll let go of the grip on the pants. I'll look for the hip while I'm moving my leg out and securing this hook right here. So it happens all at once, where I have the pant grip, 1, 2, 3. So it looks more like this here. Now I'm going to jump up a little bit because the hips are going to be a little too high on the ramp. And the goal here is to take my knee and then slide it through into this workspace, like so. Now that I'm here, the other foot is going to be hooked onto the thigh, while my hips transition to the other side. That creates weight and the pull of them to the other side. As he's rotating through, you can see that my bottom leg isn't out just yet. So during the momentum as he comes up, it's just enough space for the leg to come out, rocks back into place. I'll have 2 of the hooks in, and I'll settle into the seatbelt hold. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Here. Another situation is that they don't go to turtle, and they scrape you off their back as if they're doing like a basic back mount escape. Here, where I lose the hook, they come off, and we're having this situation. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my legs, make butterfly hooks around the knee, and I'm going to transition to this grip right here. The second part is that the lapel grip is going to go to the hips. Since he has his belt still on, I'll grab onto that. If the belt is not there, I'll use like the corner of his pants, where sometimes you have like that wedge, and you can grab onto the bunch of material so you can have a good grip. The idea here is to control the hips through the bending of the knee. Not the bending in the hinge work, but where it points his knee. I want his knee to be pointed away. Okay, so it's kind of like rolling it a little bit, and I'm creating some tension here. When I do that, now that I have the control of his hips, I'll climb. I'll lift up. This one comes through here, hides behind his knee. And then as I'm in this transition here, this foot is going to help me turn towards him while I grab his lapel. The idea when I grab the lapel is to control his thigh like this. Sometimes you see folks come up facing this direction. Sometimes you see folks really turn themselves away as they try to grab on and pull themselves up. When you pull yourself up through the lapel, you're also going to kick here, okay? Using this part of the shin as the pushing force or pushing surface. And I'm going to ride that energy up while I'm pulling to get to a leg drag position. The knee is going to be onto the mat while the foot is still on the other side here. So I'm going to secure the hips, be heavy. Now what I can do with this arm, if I don't do anything, many times they'll roll this direction, exposing their back. You can continue doing that. But I prefer to control the situation, slow the action down, and do what's called a bicep check. So if he tries to go that way, he cannot. If he tries to go the other direction, he can't through the lapel grip and how I'm locking in his hips. So let's take a look at that once more, where he escapes and I'm controlling him with one leg.